All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a couple more problems, but the nice thing is we don't necessarily have to do our checking of our work. So I have 30 and 48 kilograms of beef was placed into 24 packages of equal weight. What is the weight of one package? So I'm just gonna divide these numbers. So I wanna divide this 30 and 48 and I wanna divide it into 24, okay? Once we get to a point where we need to figure out where we can start, then we can go ahead and count maybe by 25s, but right now I know 24 goes into 30 one time. I'm going to subtract 24, 32, 10, it's going to be 6. I'm going to bring down my 4. So now I need to figure out 24 goes into 64. Well, if I round that to 25 and then 50 and then 75, I'm probably going to only say 2 times. So let's do 24 times 2 is going to give me 48. Now what you could do is you could double check and make sure it's not going to be times 3. So we'll just kind of double check. 4 times 3 is 12. Regroup the 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1, 72. So it was a little too big. Okay, so it's going to go in 2 times. I'm going to subtract 48. 6 turns into a 5. 14 minus 8 is 6, bring 5 minus 4 is 1. Now I'm going to bring down my 8. Okay, so then let's go ahead and keep counting. If I'm going to count by 25, so I'm going to go 50, 100, 125, 150, 175. So let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could do 7, we could do 6. It is completely up to you. I would probably, since I know I rounded up, that 175 is pretty close. I'm going to do 24 times 7 because if I have to, then I just have to go down. So no matter what, if I did 6, maybe I would have to go up. If I did 7, maybe I have to go down. So no matter what, you might have to do that work. So I've got 4 times 7 is 28. Regroup my 2. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 2 more is 16. And look at that, I don't have to go on. So I can put 7, subtract 168, gives me 0. Each package was 1 2700 kilogram. Okay. The next one, it says, what is the length of a rectangle? So here's my rectangle. Okay. It says that my width is 17, but the area is 582 and 25 hundredths. And so I want to know what my length is. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just divide these answers, because remember, when I do area, I'm doing length times width. So to be able to figure out what's missing, I would do the opposite, which is divide. So I'm going to take 582 and 25 hundredths, and I'm going to divide it by 17. All right, so 17 can't go into 5, but 17 can go into 58. This is where I would count by 20s. So I just have a starting point. So I've got 58, 60. We could do, let's try to see what 17 times 3. So 17 times 3. Let's see here, 3 times 7 is 21. Regroup my 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2. It's 51. So good choice to try to do that bigger one. So it can go in 3 times. So I'm going to subtract 51, and I get 72. Okay, I got 7, so that's why I know that it worked, but then I brought down that 2. So now I need to figure out 17 goes into 72. Well, 80 is really close, so let's try it times 4. So let's just do 17 times 4. So like 8, carry my 2, that's 68. That would be 78 even if I just add 110. So I know that it's going to go in 4 times. I'm going to subtract 68. 7, 6, 12 minus 8 is going to give me 4, bring down my 2. And the fun thing is, guys, I've been doing this work, and if I keep it, I know it's not going to be 3, so it has to be 2. So I'm going to do 17 times 2, and it's going to give me 34. So I'm going to bring that decimal up. I'm going to say it goes in 2 times. I'm going to subtract 34. So then 12 minus 4 is going to give me 8. I'm going to bring down my 5. So I've got 85. And guys, take a look at this. I know I'm going to have to probably do 17 times 5. Okay, so 7 times 5 is 35. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3 is 85. I don't have to keep going. here is the width or the length of that rectangle.